You're listening to the Packernet Podcast Network.
What's going on, U.S. Cellular customers? I've got good news, so don't hit skip, at least not yet. I'm talking about their special customer event, Us Days. What is Us Days? It means exclusive offers just for their customers, just to say thanks, like $1,200 off any phone, plus $300 off any tablet. No, I didn't just misread that. They must really like you. Us Days at U.S. Cellular, exclusive offers just for you, just to say thank you. Right now, U.S. Cellular customers get $1,200 off any phone, plus $300 off any tablet. Terms apply.
You're a podcast listener, and this is a podcast ad. Reach great listeners like yourself with podcast advertising from Lips and Ads. Choose from hundreds of top podcasts offering host endorsements, or run a reproduced ad like this one across thousands of shows to reach your target audience with Lips and Ads. Go to lipsandads.com now. That's LIBSYN ads.com.
Actually, it's the lead play in our offense. We ask our YN or a tight end to open up somewhere between 6 feet and 9 feet to get an isolation with the linebacker. Tell the tackle to take the defensive end if he's over him. If he's not, to drive down on the first man to his inside. If the YN has the linebacker taken out, he cuts inside. If the YN has the linebacker in, he comes all the way around. If you look at this play, what we're trying to get is a seal here and a seal here. Try to run this play in the alley.
Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome into Packers Total Access. My name is Clayton. You can check us out on Packernet.com. Find me on Twitter at Packers_access. Email us, PackersTotalAccess@gmail.com. Text us 865-658-5824. Jacob over fighting for his life.
I'm hurting, Linda. Oh.
Jacob was trying to ask Matt. And
I don't know. I'm not a doctor.
You have the floor.
Jacob's hurting.
What's bothering you tonight, bud?
Oh, nothing. No, I'm good. I was telling these guys we were late slightly because we've somehow gotten into a conversation about Chick-fil-A and Chick-fil-A sauce. That's probably one of the better pre-show conversations, PG friendly, that we've been in. So
I agree.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Totally.
If you guys hear me just doing a little bit of this, it's coming up. I'm just trying to keep
That's
it
just
down.
a pound and a half of Alfredo trying to settle.
Dude, it literally, I've never
coming to the bottom.
I've never eaten more Alfredo and drank less water. That Michael Scott fun run when he throws up the Alfredo. Carbo loading, baby.
Got it. Oh, man. Well, obviously, with the title of the video here, the live stream, we're going to get into the Minnesota Vikings game, Week 8 at Lambeau Field, and kind of break down what happened, why did it happen, all that good stuff. So, do you guys have any initial thoughts going in? As Jacob's just every time I talk, Jacob goes, ugh.
I'm trying to fight it between Emilio's comments and now Eric's comments and trying to just keep her down.
All right. So, do you guys have any initial thoughts on how that game went before we dive into a little bit of the highlights here?
I don't even really remember it.
I'll be honest, I can't remember much of it. I was trying to brush up, but I just had time to get off work, slam some food, and come on here. But I remember that I thought I was happy. I don't remember slightly, but I think it was one of those games where are we missing a few guys?
I can't remember, to be honest with you. I don't know who was in, who was out. All I do remember is it was just a tough game. It was a tough game altogether. It was really this cluster of games in the first half of the season all felt like the same exact game every single week. It was just we kind of shot ourselves in the foot at the most inopportune time. The defense would hold, and it's like, all right, the defense is showing up. The offense would struggle, and then when the offense would finally put a drive together, the defense would give up a drive. It was just like nothing was complimentary about it at all. So, yeah. But let's just dive into it here, man. Let's do it. Y'all ready?
Let's go.
All right, here we go. Week 8, Minnesota Vikings at Lambeau Field. We're going to pick up here for the 3rd and 8 play in the first quarter. Vikings ball. They come out in a little trips look. It's like trips left here. And let's roll the tape. We'll slow it down when we need to. Let's see how this goes.
Third down and 8. Cousins fires far side. Caught first down.
It's Addison on Jair Alexander.
Jordan Addison, he is
All right. So
the grit of his Packers defense. This set of downs. Play action once again. Cousins can't find anyone.
Boy.
Midfield.
obviously the Vikings going right down the field here. Not looking good, Emilio.
No, they are marching. And we like Cousins scramble on us.
Yeah, I was just seeing that.
That guy is wider than my Uncle Bill. How are we letting him run with the football? What are we doing here? What are we doing? 1st and 10, 9:19 left. The Vikings are now at the Packers, roughly 43-yard line?
Yep.
Something like that. Another play action. Look at this. Look at Preston Smith winning off the edge.
No.
Cousins, near side. It's Addison.
Addison.
Dang, man. They are marching.
Addison had a pretty good rookie year, if I remember correctly, too. I know he's pretty high on the draft board there 2 years ago. You've seen he burned Ja on the first play. Now you see him burn Rasul Douglas over there. Now we're in a shell coverage here, as we always talk about, right? It's kind of that Fangio system. You're showing too high now, trying to keep everything in front of you. But we are, however, showing somewhat of a mug front. You got what? This is the nickel 2-4-5, but they're mugging Quay right here, right? So you've got a 5-man front. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 5 with Quay mugging that B gap here.
Right. Kind of shifting back.
Yep. Little zone defense.
Clayton, what do you call that stunt that Preston just did there? Is that would you call that a ET or whatever you do there?
Bone home. I don't know. Let me see here. Let's watch this real quick. Let's see what we got here. That is a TE. That's what we call. Well, actually, it wouldn't be a TE because it's not actually a defensive tackle. It's Quay. This is probably what you just referred to as a loop blitz. Sometimes you'll have a scrape blitz where this guy will jam in and then the backer will scrape off the edge. That's referred to as a scrape. But typically when you have a backer, if this was a defensive tackle, if this was skinny, we would call that a TE. He's going to occupy, the stutter, and loop inside. But the fact that it's two backers, I think that would technically be called a loop blitz. Does that make sense? So as we roll, see how Quay kind of engages with the tackle. See how he tries to wall him off too?
Yeah.
And Preston's going to come off the other side there. But again, this is just frustrating, man, to watch the defense just kind of, and you see here, Key, this guy does a great job. The slot, I guess it's technically the slot, is going to do a great job walking Key out and kind of walling him off so this receiver can kind of get underneath here. And obviously you're just reading the quarterback's eyes right here.
Right.
See,
when they were in that bunch nasty, Clay, I mean, no one was on press. No one was, on the line like that. So they all had a free release coming up. No one really engaged till it was Key at 7 yards off the line of scrimmage. So
you get a free release out of a bunch like that too, man. Yeah, I mean, you're playing with the house's money for sure. But yeah, I guess that was Hawk, wasn't it? Yeah,
Hawkinson. Yep.
Yeah. All right, so close to a first down there, I believe. See if they go for it on 4th down, or did we hold? I think we held them here.
Can you push pause right now?
Yeah.
Let's look at how many guys just in this right scene don't play for us anymore. 1, 2, 3, 4. All of them are on the ball.
Yep.
Owens, Ford, who's that? Campbell and someone else. Oh, that's Key maybe. So yeah, half of the guys though on the shot aren't going to be playing for us this year.
And that was the big thing for me was like, it's everybody try to make the coaching staff and all the defensive coaches we let go as the scapegoat. And it's like, obviously they agreed with what we seen on tape when they let so many defenders go, right? It wasn't just the coaches. It was obviously the players as well. So I just didn't see them in the future, right? All right, let's keep on rolling here. Good eye on that, though, Jacob, definitely. Yeah, so we held them to a field goal. Good eye on that loop blitz. So we hold them to a field goal here.
It's still 7.5 minutes of possession.
Look who that is.
Hey, look at that. What a break.
That's Greg Joseph, our maybe 3rd string kicker.
Don't you start with me, Jacob.
Just saying.
Shut your mouth when you're talking to me.
At least he's got some practice kicking in Lambeau, but for the Vikings.
Yeah.
There you go. So even with that drive there, obviously come away with no points. Now we got a 3rd and 6 for the Packers. Come out in an empty set. Let's see if it's actually empty base. Yeah, there you got Jonesy. So he's the boundary. That's that T boundary we talking about, strong right. And again, we kind of pointed this out. Jaden, obviously slot. You got Dobbs as the Z, right? And then you got the opposite slot over here, Speed, in that slot position. So you can tell Matt LaFleur really likes Speed in that slot spot.
Third down and 6. Empty backfield. Long over the middle.
Oh, come on, Muzzy.
Got by Musgrave. Let's watch it here. It looked like he kind of got grabbed too. Let's watch it in slow motion here. See if he doesn't get hooked right here.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's a good no call.
It's pretty good, D.
Thought there was maybe more on Reed on that, but Love knew everyone was manned up at the start of that play, right? So that was his decision. He thought he had the matchup, and he did. It's a
good defensive play.
Mm-hmm.
No doubt about
See
it.
the height difference though on Musgrave versus that kid.
He's a monster, man. He's a monster. If he can get his balance, if Bambi gets his legs underneath him, boy, it's all great. I'm just telling you. All right.
Yeah.
So Vikings get the ball back now. They're starting at their own roughly 23-yard line. Packers come out in a 34 jam. You see the jam, right? 1, 2, 3 down linemen, 5-man front. 34 base here. Still showing shell though. Trying to protect yourself over the top.
From their 23-yard line.
Looks like a little outside zone.
Ken Baker's first carry of the.
And you see that this was the problem, Jacob. I heard you sigh right there. Like you got 5 guys on the line of scrimmage.
Nobody's attacking. Nobody's attacking. Everybody, even Devondre, who played it decent, he sheds the block kind of, but then he's chasing the guy after. I mean, he let outside. Yeah, it's tough to watch.
It really is, man. And it's like who would be the next man up here, right? And again, this is what bothers me is I really don't like how Ja plays. I'm pretty sure that's Ja out there. I don't like how he plays the run, man. He just if you watch just key in on Ja. And listen, he's a corner. I know it's not his job to run, to be a run defender. But at the same time, you got to play it better than this. Just watch the hesitation up top. Outside stretch right there. It's a run play. Attack.
He can see the alley. Attack. Right. You see that?
Yeah.
That's almost criminal, man.
Right.
Yeah.
And then Owens coming in with the throwing the shoulder.
Yeah. Definitely.
And it seems those explosives happen when Wyatt gets out of a gap or something. Like he was at the top of the play there, Rashawn was setting the edge, and Wyatt was trying to hold it there, and it just went right over his hip.
Right, he does run himself out of the run plays from time to time for sure.
So is this a point of the season where we've either benched Savage or he's hurt? Because I haven't seen him on the field yet.
I think the answer is yes.
Yeah. Yes.
Right. Yeah. No, he definitely wasn't available. I don't think they benched him at all last year, Jacob. To the best of my knowledge, the year before they did, they benched him, and then they ended up putting him in the slot. I think last year he was just hurt though. So he definitely did play better last year. Although you wouldn't know it with all the games we've broken down already, where you see all the missed tackles. But so here we are in a nickel set, right? Nickel 2-4-5. There's your 2 down linemen. Your 2 edge defenders, outside linebackers, technically 4 linebackers, 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, we see the slot coming up. I'm pretty sure that's Keyshawn there. So you got Ja up top on Addison. I don't think Justin Jefferson was playing in this game, if I remember correctly. I could be wrong. I don't see him on the field. Do you guys see him anywhere?
No.
I think you're right on that, Clay.
So you're showing a nickel 2-4-5 shell here, just a 4-man rush. Let's see what they run.
Loss of 2. Play clock winding down.
All right, looks like a linebacker fire here, right? And again, this is another thing, too, that you want to kind of point out. Who's playing Mike? Who's playing Will? There's your Mike. There's your tight end. So that would make him the Mike. That would make him the Will in the nickel 2-4-5. So Quay was playing Will, and Devondre Campbell was playing Mike here.
2nd and 12.
Jeez.
Yeah, man, it's tough to watch. And I'm hoping we get a different Jair Alexander this year. I really am. I think we will, too. We got a different Jair Alexander in the playoffs. There's no doubt about that. But you see, playing that far, getting beat on the route, and then this tackle attempt.
Right.
That's just
Is there a way you can go back to the snap as well? Because I feel like that this play kind of epitomizes every frustrating snap we watch. You see both of the edges get a really good jump. They're closing in on the pocket, but there's no internal push from that defensive line to actually force Cousins to take that. If he has to step up probably in another split second, but he has room to step up because the big boys in the middle are not pushing that pocket back, which I really hope that changes this year.
Yeah.
Right. And I mean, Trey, if you're going to fire, dude, I need you to blow that running back up.
right?
I need you to run him over. If you get the chance to run
So
through him
running
this
back.
time. Right. That's what I'm saying. Like,
insane.
Definitely. And M. Smith in the chat, appreciate you, buddy. He says Jefferson was not in this game, so he kind of confirmed that.
cool.
So, yeah. All right, let's roll it again.
Look at
Again,
that.
like you said, he was almost there. You're right, Jacob. You got to be able to push the center of the pocket. But that right there is just inexcusable. And again, these are the things that I think happened during the season that got Josh so aggravated was it was probably getting cooked in the meeting. Like, what are you doing? If a bunch of knuckleheads like us are seeing it on tape, I guarantee the coaches did.
Right. And from the way he's talking this year, it sounds like that's changed, man. Like I don't think he'd be afraid to throw the shoulder in now, working with DA in half and how this defense is set up now.
Yeah, I agree, man. All right, 3rd and 1 play. The Vikings have the ball at the Packers, roughly 28-yard line, 27.5-yard line. Notice this triple stack kind of look right here, pretty close to being a stack look. Pretty sure that's the team. So they went 11 and emptied it out. Is what it looks like to me. So you got your nickel 2, 4, 5. Okay, and let's see where Quay is on this play. Is Quay out here playing that wide 9? He's up there with Gary. Yeah. So yeah, and here's the thing: you don't know is he just kind of sugaring and he's actually in man coverage on the tee there,
right?
Or is he actually firing and there's your man coverage? Regardless, I know Joe Barry didn't call anything aggressive. Look at all this out here, guys. Right? Like, I mean, he's got everyone up on the line of scrimmage essentially. Let's count them off just to make sure here. I don't want to say it's around 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there is a deep safety somewhere. Right. So we got a deep safety off field here, or off camera rather.
Cover one man, looks like.
What it looks like to me. And you see them, they're late on the communication. You seeing this right here?
They're talking right now, yeah. Hey, who's taking who? That's I'm telling you, that is too late if the ball's already snapped.
And you guys remember what we talked about. This is kind of the same principle as a bunch set. If it was a bunch, this guy would be here, right? And typically the way it works is you're going to play aggressive bump and run with the guy closest to the line of scrimmage, right? Most of the time it's that center piece in the bunch set. In this case, it's Hawkinson, and he's actually on the inside here.
And it allows for those free releases from those back 2 receivers, either way in this stack or the bunch set.
Right, absolutely. All right, let's roll it. Oh, you see a little fire zone? You see Preston?
Yep.
Little jab step. He's dropping out. So you're actually only bringing a 2-man rush right there. Now, here's the problem. And I know people hate to see this, but when you bring a 2-man rush, there better not be anybody open.
Yeah.
Right? You've got more than enough people to cover back here. But this right
Doesn't
here.
help yet. I was going to say Owens took a nosedive within 2 yards.
Let's see exactly what happens here. Okay.
He did get, yeah.
Yeah, that should have been a flag, to be honest with you.
It's a pick and roll.
Yeah. So obviously, Hawk running butt naked. There's the miscommunication we talked about.
But again, like last game they didn't they switch last game, and this game they didn't. Like, right. I feel like we need to pick one, right?
Yeah, exactly. And you can see they're out there communicating. They're trying to cipher it out. But
3rd one.
Second.
Oh.
The goal line. He's in. Touchdown.
It's tough.
First rushing TD of the season for Minnesota.
First rushing. Wow.
All right, trouble now. Down 7-0. Right, first quarter. We come out empty set on a 2nd and 5. Let's see where the T is. So we get the T kind of almost in that wing spot right here, right?
Yep.
Looks like our boy A.J. Dillon. So you're going strong right. T wing is what I would refer to that as. Everybody in a nasty split. You can see that across the board. What's that? I think it was the announcer. I'm sorry.
Yeah. As opposed to just reacting.
Boy.
It's too long. Let's watch the clock here. Notice the time on the clock right as the ball snapped. You got what, 113?
Mm-hmm.
Roll it back just a touch. I think we went too far. Yeah. Let's see when it snapped. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Can't do it, man. Can't hold the ball for 4 seconds. Just can't do it.
And Rashid might have been a little flat there. We had the chip from AJ coming across, but again, it's still too long on a 3-step. What was it, a 3-step drop?
Yeah. Actually, I think
or was it a 5. Either way, I mean, even a 5 is under 2.5 seconds.
Yeah. I think the 3-step drop is supposed to be 1.8 ball out, and the 5-step is 2.5 2.1, I think it is.
Mm-hmm. That's what I think it is.
40-yard line, TJ Watt.
All right.
Ooh.
So Vikings ball 3rd and 8 at their own 26-yard line. Little nickel 2-4-5. They're mugging a little bit here with Dre, but you can see he's actually going to stay back.
12, just phenomenal.
You notice that bunch set, they're playing a little different this play, Emilio. You see it?
Yeah.
They all just hopped off like, all right, let's just play.
Watch Key bail. It almost looks like a cover 4 with 2 hook zones underneath with Quay and Dre.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. This is going to be the key right here because you see pre-snap. To me, this looks like he's rotating down.
Right, and maybe that's it because Keyshawn takes a beeline for the 40.
Yeah. To me, this looks like catch man cover 1 robber is what it looks like, but I could be wrong. Let's see what happens.
12.
Yeah, that's catch man cover 1 robber.
Is that a TE stunt 2 down there too with Brooks and Gary?
Let's see. Yep, there was. So it looks like Brooks looked like a TE to me. Let's see.
12.
Yep, that's a TE.
Nominal, 3rd down.
Oh, Brooks. And
again, Devondre Campbell, always nowhere near the ball.
First down out the 48-yard line, KJ Osborne.
What's going on, U.S. Cellular customers? I've got good news, so don't hit skip, at least not yet. I'm talking about their special customer event, Us Days. What is Us Days? It means exclusive offers just for their customers, just to say thanks, like $1,200 off any phone, plus $300 off any tablet. No, I didn't just misread that. They must really like you. Us Days at U.S. Cellular, exclusive offers just for you, just to say thank you. Right now, U.S. Cellular customers get $1,200 off any phone, plus $300 off any tablet. Terms apply.
You're a podcast listener, and this is a podcast ad. Reach great listeners like yourself with podcast advertising from Lips and Ads. Choose from hundreds of top podcasts offering host endorsements, or run a reproduced ad like this one across thousands of shows to reach your target audience with Lips and Ads. Go to lipsandads.com now. That's LIBSYN ads.com. You're a podcast listener, and this is a podcast ad. Reach great listeners like yourself with podcast advertising from Lips and Ads. Choose from hundreds of top podcasts offering host endorsements, or run a reproduced ad like this one across thousands of shows to reach your target audience with Lips and Ads. Go to lipsandads.com now. That's LIBSYN ads.com. You're a podcast listener, and this is a podcast ad. Reach great listeners like yourself with podcast advertising from Lips and Ads. Choose from hundreds of top podcasts offering host endorsements, or run a reproduced ad like this one across thousands of shows to reach your target audience with Lips and Ads. Go to lipsandads.com now. That's LIBSYN ads.com.
All right, 1st and 10 for the Vikings.
On the season. Not so bad.
oh, Quay. This is just
Here's Addison. First down and more. Addison finally upended by Owens.
No wonder I forgot this game. This is tough to watch.
yeah. I forgot about this.
Exactly. All right, looks like we're in a nickel, a 34 jam here. That looks like they're in like a 13 set, maybe. I mean, you see the amount of guys on the line of scrimmage. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, borderline 9 in the box.
Theme from throughout the season. 4 first halves.
Jeez.
Inside the 15-yard line, it's Hawkinson.
Vikings are going to miss Kirk Cousins. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah.
All right, 3rd and 8.
Cousins, Addison on the slant. Got it up for a first down.
Not bad.
Yeah, obviously hold them to a field goal here.
Still, they've had the ball a lot, dude. That's happened the past few games is the time of possession for the other team.
Yeah, it's rough, man. Again, just nothing's complimentary. Eric in the chat says Joe Barry sabotaged Campbell. Just ask him. Unless you go back 2 years ago when he said Atlanta just didn't know how to use me. Obviously, he praised Joe Barry for getting him an all-pro spot, and then next year it's Joe Barry's fault all of a sudden. I love it. So we got a gun set here. We're going strong right. I believe, strong right, T weak. So this is going to be Trey right, strong Trey right.
Yeah, they had some huge second halves. We're down at 16. Love rolling to his right.
Ooh, love.
A little juke there.
At the 40-yard line by Metellus. So
I think they were hoping for zone on that play because it looked like they were trying to run a two-man game at the top of the routes, and when they ran man, it was over. Jordan Love knew he had to take it.
Just didn't get the right look.
Right.
All right, so here we are, Vikings ball again. So the Packers pretty much go roughly 3 and out again. And here's a 3rd and 8 play for the Vikings at their own 26-yard line. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the line of scrimmage. They're showing a bunch nasty look over there. Bunch nasty nub. There's your nub right there.
4th down and 8. Vikings let's get to the 35.
Drop Preston.
So
Jeez.
frustrating, man. That is so frustrating. And when you decide for this too, let's see how many of them actually blitz here. Let's go slow here. I want to see how many blitz. And who's
Preston
flying.
drops. He goes to shove and then drops into a little hook zone.
Yeah.
Jeez.
This is the problem right here, man. Like, you see all these bodies back here, right? And you see 17 releasing. And there's just no sense of urgency. There's none whatsoever.
I think this is probably like the quintessential play when they show like 3rd and 8 and they've got all the DBs drop back so far. Nobody comes up to me. I mean, to be honest, in this situation, it's like, yeah, that sucked. Like,
Yeah. But when you blitz like that, there's only the only other way to do it is you either drop them deep or you just get up there and play press and play zero, right?
Right.
But, I mean, they pretty much fired everyone but Preston right there, right?
And they really weren't beating a man up, so they had to try to, design some sort of a combo blitz. And
It's tough to watch Campbell play, man. To be honest with you, I don't mean to bag him because he's gone, but like, get your hand up sooner than that, Willie. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know, just tough look. I tell you.
Pass is complete.
I like that Quay went for the punch on the tackle.
yeah.
Yep.
It's
Keep
on
that
for
going.
All right, so here we got obviously you see Jair. He was matched up on Hawk on the outside. Looks like they're going to shift to a bunch set there. So they're going strong right bunch. They actually had Hawk playing out there on the outside. T week,
pretty good.
we are in a nickel 2-4-5. A little bit of an exotic look. You've got both guys shaded to the bunch side there on the defensive line.
Plays for these last
Quay's dropping.
3 weeks in the rookie action. 3rd down and 3.
Holding, sir. You kidding me?
Got his feet. Throws.
There you
Oh,
go.
Did not make the catch.
Nice play by Key. Big stop. So you see again, man, the defense is hanging on for dear
Yeah,
life.
we needed that.
Yeah. All right. 3rd and 6. Packers ball. We got us what a little nasty split on the right side of semi-stack, if you will, twin, I guess you could call it. But basically a double set. You got 2x2. What we mean by that, 2 on this side, 2 on this side. T's kind of playing that wing. They seen something with the Vikings. They wanted to play a little T wing for sure.
3rd down and 6.
There we go.
Complete. Finally, a great bang.
How do you like that T wing on 3rd down, Clayton? Like not having the chance to run it, even though it was a 3rd and 6, obviously, but just getting them thinking, having them up that far.
Yeah. I've tried to understand the thought process behind it. I guess it gives you a little bit easier way to chip.
Yeah,
I was going to say, watch his pass pro. He actually does a good job on this.
Rather than, like when you're back here, you got to wait for someone to get beat before you chip. Up here, It's like pick a spot, smack somebody's bang right there.
Yeah, engage. Right.
I think that's the whole mindset.
Yeah,
behind it.
maybe he knew Myers was going to fan left, and it's just, all right, you bang the dude, you hit the first guy on the right.
What was that?
Nothing.
I knew it was going to happen sooner or later. So we are. How far are we into this thing? 25 minutes.
Just the tip, though.
So all right. But
4th down and 6.
it's a pretty ball there. On time.
Finally, a great bang. 1st down. Birthday today. 3rd.
All right. So 2nd and 1. Now you're ahead. Right, playing on schedule.
Here at Lambeau.
Give it to Jonesy. 1st down.
Up the middle.
RPO bubble.
Packers 1st down.
I'm going to miss Jones.
Did you hear what he just said? Packers 1st down, and the crowd loved it. They were sarcastically cheering because I think that might have been one of their first downs they got.
The excitement.
2 minutes left in the second.
Yeah, 2 minutes left in the second quarter. All right. So 3rd and 3 play, 1:15 left in the first half. Been a snooze fest up to this point. We got a dub set here. So 2x2, T strong.
3rd down and 3. Love near side. Another
Nice quick pass to Aaron Jones. Mm-hmm. All right, another dub set. Now you got the tight end just a little bit detached right here. Give him just a touch different look. There you go. Clear it out.
Nice.
That might end up being the steal, boys. Is AJ coming back for such little money?
Mm-hmm. Did y'all see how jacked he looked lately in the OTAs?
He is yoked.
He must have got your workout regimen, Jacob.
That's exactly.
Yeah. Pasta and carbs.
Carb load. Another 2x2 set. All right. This appears that is this Musgrave out here? I believe it is.
I thought that was Watson.
No, you're right. It is Watson. So we don't have a tight end on the floor. Where's the tight end?
I think he's above Tom.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Okay, got you right there. Got you. There you go. Just a little spot set up, right?
Find the hole in the zone, man.
Oh boy. Hey, made it.
Oh, we needed that going into the half. That was brutal.
Definitely. 10-3 coming out of halftime. First drive, 3rd and 9 for the Vikings. We're in a nickel 2-4-5. You see it. Show and shell up top. Oh, look at Sewell stepped up here. You see him step up?
Mm-hmm.
Playing aggressive. Some semi-aggressive up top for Ja. Probably as much as they can get him to play. He doesn't like to play the ball.
4th down and 9.
No. And you can see him running away from him.
Yeah. Bring it back.
Bring it back. Let's see what we got here. All right, so KJ Osborne right here. Right, so that's Sewell, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's see. Let's roll it down to 50% here. Let's watch what happens. This is me. This is definitely man coverage. He just gets cooked.
Look at chooses. Why does he go outside of Devondre right there?
He tried to call to pass that off.
Yeah, which is crazy if you're playing. My God, I don't get it.
And then
and then we're double.
And then he
covered.
follows the other guy,
dude. And he's looking over too. He knows. He's like, oh man, if he catches this ball.
Yep.
Yeah, he goes.
Two guys covering one. Miscommunication. I can't tell. Is that Ja right there? Did Ja cross up? I don't think he. Yeah, I think he did. So follow Ja on this play right here. All right, definitely man, right? Yeah, he's playing man. He's going with him. I don't know.
I think it's.
Yeah,
dude.
Yeah,
it was.
That's rough. Tough look right there, man. More confused than a Barton fan factory.
Right. Then we're mad at like Owens and Quay. It's like, dude, that was not your fault. Why did we stop covering your man in man coverage? You know what I mean?
Exactly. You're starting to kind of see why Sewell might have gotten traded now, man. You know, we're seeing this more and more every game, you know?
You only say that because Tim's not here.
Tim back in the house. I don't know why the hell we traded. What are we doing? All right, 34 jam look here on this snap. This is a 2nd and 9 play for the Vikings. And again, losing 10-3.
2nd down and 9. Cousins to the outside.
Jeez, wide open.
Yeah.
Ooh, good hit.
Look who it was.
Yeah.
Right. Just ignore that red line now. I was going to take it back. Yeah, let's see what they're playing. So you see how far off he's playing. Yeah, did you see that hesitation too? So he just kind of bites.
Oh, he was going for the deep route.
Yep.
And we've been dropping our ends all game. I mean, Enigbari just dropped there too. So it's like, I don't know why we had to do so many schemed up blitzes, you know?
Yeah, there's another one of those little mini trip stacks there.
We've just given up. We're not even running on those stacks anymore.
3rd and 1 play, they're gonna pass.
Jeez.
See it?
Who was on the ground?
Is
that Ja? Yeah.
Yeah, that's Ja.
And like I can see his point of view. He's worried about the running back catching the swing and running upfield, but
still, man.
Yeah.
It's Osborne again.
I mean, we wouldn't be as critical if it wasn't the highest paid corner in the league.
I mean,
right?
they were really off this game. Imagine if Justin Jefferson played. This might be one of those games where the dude puts up 200 plus receiving yards. I mean, KJ Osborne's cooking us like he's Jerry Rice.
Go down at 3.
Ugh.
Vikings, did he complete? Short. Madison makes the catch.
Not bad.
That looks short of the first down marker.
All right. Nope. It ended up being a first down. First and go, Vikings.
First and goal. Play action. Cousins. Nice soft punch. Johnny Munt, the tight end, makes the catch.
Johnny Munt.
Second reception of the season.
Sound like a baker, don't he? All right. Third and go.
Dude, they got throwing us into a trips again, dude. All they wanted was free releases, and they were just absolutely cooking us with it.
Look at Sewell immediately looks up.
Comes to blame.
Yep. I'm pretty sure that's why they got rid of him, man.
Cousins. Looking end zone. Throws. Touchdown. T.J. Hawkinson.
Yep.
I hope we work on trips defense.
Look at Emilio rubbing his head down. I wish y'all could see it. We can see Emilio's camera. You guys can't. He looks like somebody trying to figure out their taxes. That's hilarious. All right, so Packers' next possession. There, you seen it again, Emilio? Kind of that little wing look.
That is odd.
Third down to 8.
There's chipping.
Love airs it out, looking for Reed.
Oh no, that was
That was tough, man. And there was a lot of people that gave Reed hell on this play. I think I was one of the few that were like, no, boys, you got to throw a better ball than that. Let's watch it. Watch the placement of this ball. Yeah, I get it. It was in Reed's hands, but you can't hang that thing up there, man. You gotta miss high if you're gonna miss deep. You know what I mean? Like that's tough. You see how he had to turn around on the ball?
Mm-hmm.
And I still think my dad always taught me, man, if you get a finger on the ball, that means you should be able to pull it in, especially if you got your hands completely. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not going to say that it was Reed's fault. I think it's more Love's fault, but I do want to put a little bit of shade on Reed. I think that he'll learn from that and come back very more aggressive to underthrown balls. I think we've seen that.
I think the problem I've got, if you were just grading Jordan Love on this play, though, ball accuracy.
Yeah. Throwing into double coverage and undershoot it isn't great.
Yeah, right. I'm with you, though. Reed could have caught it.
But it does take someone special to go up and elevate in the middle of the field.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
Oh, good. He's still up.
Oh, good. He's still up.
Reed just prior to the play, he was the intended receiver.
All right. So Vikings ball here up 17-3 deep in Packers territory from 20.
Vikings start for the Packers 20.
Quay. Jeez.
Cooked. Jordan Addison owned Jair Alexander in this game.
Yeah, he did, man. Wow.
For someone who wants to travel and
another reason here, like look at this. Quay angle develops where if Quay is a little more decisive, I have to feel like he has the athletic ability to shoot that gap and get in there, at least get his hands up to disrupt that. But like you look at again the guys we drafted this year that are just absolute human meat missiles that when they see an angle, they go, baby.
Thick.
So, I will say this. I remember this play specifically. They put Jordan Addison in the backfield. And I remember Jair making a comment about this because if I remember correctly, he kind of jabs up and just goes.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember Jair after the game saying, yeah, it's just a good play call. They coached it up. Something like that. And everybody was like, is that a shot at the coaches? But you'll see right here. He just cooks him. Absolutely cooks him.
Yeah, once he was flat-footed and Addison had a full run and start at him, it was over.
Absolutely. So the boat race is on, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to get a little bit better. We're going to get a couple scores here, I promise. 24-3, the Vikings lead with 7 minutes left in the third quarter.
We probably like 85% time of possession.
It looks like we're changing up a little bit. You notice there's no wing here. We're going nub, right? We're going nub right, which gives you a trips left. Notice the speed to 3. You got Jaden Reed in the 3. Okay, you do not see Christian Watson on the field, do you? No.
No.
So we run here. Quick little out, take what they give you, right?
Not
Not play by Dobbs. All right, 1st and 10.
Pretty good. There's love on first.
Reed.
Oh, dude, there you go. Let's see how you got so open here. What they see? It looked like zone, didn't it, Amelia? Little spot drop. So obviously you got Reed here in the number 2. You got Dontavian Wicks in the 1. So you get the 1 and the 2. Then the 1 and the 2 up top is Romeo Dobbs and Luke Musgrave. So it looks like it's just going to be kind of a little skinny post here.
Grayson was pretty good.
Splits it.
Perfect.
Great job. I love getting that ball out on time.
Beautiful.
First down, wide open. It's Reed.
And for Reed, I mean, it's all about finding the hole in the zone, you know?
Yeah, absolutely, man. Find a place to sit down, or and the thing about Reed too, as soon as he read spot drop, you seen him snap that head around. He knew,
Right.
We got to get this thing underneath the safeties.
Because he's thinking about like what Love's thinking. Hey, I need to get rid of this ball before I get top of the route.
Right, definitely. All right, so this set here appears to be. Where's the tight end at, fellas? You see him? I don't see a tight end, do you? Unless that's him there.
No.
I think that's Christian, ain't it?
That's Watson, yeah.
Yeah, if that's Christian, then you basically what you're going to right here is a 10 look, right?
Mm-hmm.
One running back, no tight ends. Rare they ran that last year.
There's love on 2nd down.
No, that is a tight end up there.
Was it a tight end?
That's Tucker.
Yeah.
They actually had Tucker flexed out to the outside. Good to see.
I like that.
Down is taken by Dillon.
I was going to say, I don't remember calling out 10 personnel much at all in Chalk Talk last year. All right, so right here we got a nub left, which gives you Trey Wright. Looks like he got this time is that
Watson.
That's Watson. Okay, so Watson's 1,
Wicks,
2,
Reed,
Speed.
Man, I love that lineup.
I do too, man. I do too. Give Romeo a breather. Quick keep motion with Aaron Jones.
Love swings it out.
Look at Watson right there, Emilio. You
Look at
said
that block, baby.
how long
He
have
can block.
you said it forever, Emilio. Nobody would
Come on
listen.
now, no one believed me. He can block.
You know what I'm saying?
Love swings it out. Aaron Jones.
Dude, imagine Josh Jacobs with that swing pass though.
Oh yeah, yeah. A little bit beefier. All right, here we go. We're inside the 5-yard line. See if we break out the read option here, what kind of concept we run. I kind of like down here. If you can give a little jab, and I don't know what the play is. I could be completely off, but what they like to do in this semi-stack right here is to have Reed kind of work towards the guy who's supposed to be covering the 1 and then let the 1 get out here. Let's see what happens.
Top pass, either Reed or Watson.
Yep, that's it.
Yep.
I'll be damned, I remember it. And look, this is the confusion it causes. Look at this guy. They're looking at each other playing patty cake.
Have you ever experienced turbulence on a flight and wondered why?
And you can see all the terrain around you. You've got no issue with visibility or anything?
No, everything's PG.
Maybe you've sat on the tarmac for hours wondering why your plane isn't moving.
Well, we're outside here. They're saying the ramp is closed. They won't let us park because of Air Force One.
Listen in on the conversations between pilots and air traffic controllers on the Air Traffic Out of Control podcast.
512 Whiskey declaring an emergency. There's smoke in the cabin. I need to make a landing right now on 31 left.
We have the most interesting, wild, and funny ATC recordings you will ever hear. Check out Air Traffic Out of Control wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts.
Yep.
Love looking throw.
And just a touch of a whip route by Dobbs just to sell it, just to be sure to sell it.
Yeah, tell them what you mean by whip route there, Emilio.
When he comes in, he arcs, as he's coming across on a drag. Quick stop, plant your foot, get back outside quick as you can. Turn that head around immediately. The ball's coming.
And Reed's almost throwing like a start of a switch concept and then bend it back in, right?
Right. Yep. Yeah. Well, they almost kind of got that.
That's beautiful, yeah. Thing is, he could have hit Reed too, couldn't he?
I was going to say, that whip route was kind of Devontae Adams' special when they were down near the goal line. Wasn't that? Right. I mean, he was just so good at the route running, the footwork, and then, like Emilio just said, getting his head around that fast and just snagging it out of the air.
Definitely.
And I think they could bring that back because they did that with his motion, right, Jacob? Sometimes they bring Devontae back and forth, and then last second does one little quick motion. He's already, by the time the ball snapped, he's in the end zone.
And
I remember that.
It's doing two things too. Some people call it zipper motion. I've always heard it called yo-yo.
Yep.
You're identifying is it man or zone, and then it's also giving you just a little bit more of a free release on that route. Go ahead, Jacob. What were you gonna say, Bud?
No, I remember that specific play Amelia was just talking about when Adams was going against who was the guy that was talking so much crap on the Rams, that cornerback Ramsey, and we doused him like 3 different times with that play. Oh, thanks, Eric.
I didn't mean to. That's on me.
Absolutely cooked for sure. Guys are out of control, man.
Oh.
Absolutely out of control.
Touchdown, Romeo Dobbs.
I like how Romeo pointed at the crowd there. He pointed at the crowd like, I'm sorry. We're getting there.
We're trying.
I'm not going to jump. I'm not going to.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. 24-10. Vikings ball, 1st and 10 from their own 45-yard line. We're showing a 34 jam, and everybody up in here getting some action, right? Everybody. Look at that. Oh, look at Jonathan Owens even came up, played a little spur. Little play action.
From the 45, fake to Madison. Cousins throw.
It's just tough. Look at Sewell.
Razul.
Yeah.
Catch is made by Hawkinson.
And J.O. came up to play spur, and then he was hoping for a run. Saw his pass. It was,
Yeah. Trouble now. All right, now look at this. J.O. coming up in here and blitzing that B gap, maybe even the A gap. 3rd and 8 play.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Jeez.
Jesus. Have fun in San Francisco, my friend. Goodness gracious. That's tough, man. That is tough to watch. Look at this. All right, you got him. Just make the tackle. Make the tackle, force a field goal.
You outweigh him by 70 pounds. There's no reason you just grab and fall. That's all you got to do, man.
For those of you listening on the pod, we're talking about Devondre Campbell.
The poodle snap.
3-man rush, 3rd and 19, guys. Only a 3-man rush. You've got Jacob said, you've got to be able to stop the pass here, boys. There better not be
communicating.
Hey, look at these guys. What are they doing? It's so discombobulated, bro. They said, "Hey, man, we're eating dinner tonight."
I was just gonna say, you guys want to get steak? No, noodles. All right.
Oh, you know what play that was? That's when he got hurt, ain't it, Emilio? He did when he popped the Achilles.
Oh, was it?
Oh.
Yeah, you can actually see it right here. And listen, we're not watching this again to go, yeah, Cousins got hurt, but just to show you how freak of an injury it is. Watch his right there. See it? Snap.
Oh, and then he hops and skips. You can tell that must have felt very weird. I mean,
he knows right now. Well, good season, guys. See you next time.
One of my co-hosts from the old PFP podcast, Bad Luck Paul, who's quite a large man, he tore his Achilles like getting out of bed. And so we obviously give him a lot of crap about that. But he said it was like you hear a snap and a pop, and then all of a sudden you just lose like complete coordination with your feet. And it just sounds terrifying.
Who was it that told you that?
Bad Luck Paul.
Thick.
With all due respect, we know he's thick.
Viking fan that actually listens to almost every one of our podcasts. So we got to get the love.
Love it. All right, defense stood tall, holding to a field goal.
Oof, nice.
Block, baby.
Whoa!
This one is no good. Jonathan Owens comes up with the football.
I love the camera work.
Faces.
Look.
Are you kidding?
Look at that handlebar mustache on my man right here. You kidding me?
The guy up over there holding the Gatorade bottle. Yeah, he's better. He's like, oh no.
That looks the same look I have every time I walk on the front porch and there's 18 Amazon packages. What in the world are we doing?
Look at it. Why did you go out of bounds, Owens? You had a lane.
All right, so we're still in this thing somehow, some way, only down by 14, right? 24-10, 9:42 left in the game. Go with a little nasty split, 2-by-2 set. You got on the field, looks like you've got Watson, Musgrave, Reed in the slot, and then you got Dobbs up top.
From the 44.
There you go.
Nice.
Pass complete.
They love I don't know if this was the route they ran here. It probably wasn't. But one thing they love to do with Watson because of his speed, and Amelia, I'm sure you've seen it 1,000 times. He'll get vertical, and he will stretch that last line of defense to the last second. As soon as they flip their hips, he sits.
That's all it takes. Once you turn your hips, it's over.
Yeah. See if he does that. See how he kind of stretch and sit. Bang. And I guarantee you, if you look at the all-22, it's because the second that dude flips his hips, he just sits down.
As Shakira said, the hips don't lie.
Exactly. Exactly right.
You can only back.
You're an amazing person. You know that, don't you?
What did you say, Amelia?
I said you can only backpedal for so long.
Yeah.
Christian Watson in Vikings territory.
All right, here we go. Another 2x2 set, nasty split. Got you tied in strong right. There's that wing again, T-wing.
We're down at 7 for Green Bay.
Get her.
Look at that.
Nice ball, man.
Even during the negative parts of the season, you could see that arm talent from Jordan. I mean, let's watch this in slow motion. Watch it. He's getting tackled. He's getting sacked. And watch the side arm throw off balance. You see
Aaron
that
Jones
arm
gets thrown.
Yeah, but Aaron Jones, I was going to mention him, dude. He took on 2 blockers and did his job just enough so that Love could scramble out and make a little crazy cross his body throw.
That's a dart, too, man. Pretty cool.
Caught by Wicks. Love was in the ground.
When Dontavian Wicks is on the field, good things happen, boys. I'm just telling you.
Yep.
Able to make the throw. Sidearm it like Aaron Rodgers would and gets
No.
We didn't say it.
I didn't say that.
He said, like Mr. All right. We're going another 2x2 set. Looks like you got Jaden Reed in the slot left. I think that's Dobby. I could have that mixed up. It's kind of hard to tell from this angle. Definitely got Musgrave over there at top.
nice completion. On first down.
Good block by Dobbs. You see that?
Mm-hmm.
That's how you hammer that, man. That's what I'm talking about. What they're going to run here is just kind of it's almost like a screen pass, really. You're just going to hammer this flat and then have Dobbs throw a block. Bang.
On first down, catch is made by Jaden Reed.
Great job. All right, here we are in a 2x2 set again. Staying in dubs.
Looks like now he's showing the shell coverage for the secondary. Ball to the end zone.
Watson looking for that flag, wasn't he?
Yeah.
It's a pretty ball, too. Not a bad ball.
Shell coverage for the secondary. Ball to the end zone. Blackwood on the coverage. Watson the intenders.
All right, here we are, a little bunch nasty nub right. Woo-wee. On 4th and 5. That's pretty much your ball game right there.
Right.
Great defensive play made by Bynum.
And he kind of had that seam on the last play too to Jaden Reed there, but went for the fade shot with Watson.
Yeah, definitely. You say it's the game, but I think they actually mounted a little bit of a comeback here, if I remember. At least tried to make it interesting. All right, 24-10, 3rd and 8 play. I think I remember this play.
4 down and 8.
Bang.
Ball comes loose. Packers have it.
Wyatt.
All right, so obviously defense stood tall there. Now you got a 3rd and 16 play. Don't ask me how we got here. But 24-10, 3rd and 16, 5 minutes left. Come out in an empty set. You got A.J. Dillon playing boundary T boundary. You're going strong right.
From the Vikings, 21. Love throws.
You don't like that.
Caleb Evans makes the play.
It was I know face guarding isn't a penalty anymore, to the best of my knowledge. But, I mean, that did look like pass interference. I mean, he kind of got his head. Yeah, that's just a tough call.
I feel like, I think he's stopping the ability for Watson to make that catch, I think, for sure.
Yeah. And it's weird, too, because it's like they can interfere as long as they get their head around. So, well, he got his head around. Who cares? Like, did he grab the receiver while he's trying to catch the ball? That's what I want to know.
Right.
All right, another empty set here. Now we're going – T is going up top. He's going to be the number 1 on the trip side, or on the tray side, rather.
Down and 16. Love steps up.
Oh, Lord.
That's what they wanted him to do right there.
Yep.
Stop short. He's short.
He stopped short?
He just stopped short. Go ahead, Amelia. I see you shaking your head. What's wrong, bud?
I don't know, man. All that matters is it's
my quarterback.
And that man is willing to put his head on the line for a 16-yard fourth down run into probably 3 or 4 defenders. I love that, man. Didn't work out for us, right?
Yeah. So 24-10, 4:39 left, 3rd and 8 play.
Helping me understand
On defense, this is Vikings ball at their own 8-yard line.
from an official's perspective how the game is called, why it's called. He's done a great
Oh,
job.
Lord. Jeepers, creepers.
Yeah. And again, man, maybe it is being scared of the old shoulder injury, but Jair right here, this is tough.
He's done a great job for us.
But even, look at least Devondre's going for the strip there.
And it showed up last
3rd and 7.
week and showing up again today.
Oh, my God. Were they just surprised that they got back there so quick? Look at Quay's like, oh, hey, what's up? Oh, crap.
7. Osborne will be stopped about 4 yards shy. Over the
Whew. All right. 2nd and 10, 2:33 left.
Here they get a good season, get the first win, hopefully compounds into more. 2nd and 10, Love can't find anyone. Now he throws wide open at
Jaden Reed.
midfield. It's Reed.
Scramble drill.
Yep, definitely scramble drill there. All right, we got the nub left, nub left trips right.
To safeties, not allowing for these scrambles and big pass plays.
Oh, my goodness gracious. Well, I thought that was picked.
I did too.
Yeah.
Love on 1st and 15.
Tay Wicks, man, great concentration.
Damian Wicks.
Great.
Same as
All right. Minute 51 left, 3rd and 10.
big one on that season.
You notice how we've been behind schedule the entire game?
Yep.
Every single play, it seems like it's 3rd and long.
Throw down and
Outside.
Ball came loose. Yeah, it's Daniil Hunter getting the pressure. He's working on Zach. He gets good pressure on Jordan Love there. Later in shots, doing it on his birthday. Now Love on 4th.
Jeez.
Like Blackman. City pocket, Jaron LeBron, James
Well,
Bury the game ball, boys. Bury it. Bury it, Emilio. You hear me? That's tough. And I don't even know who to put the blame on. I've been trying to take notes and go, okay, what was the key factor in that game? And it's like every game you could just say, man, it wasn't complimentary football. The big thing that stood out to me, first of all, what's the positive? What's the positive you took out of that game? Who'd you go, okay, well, he showed up. Who would you say?
You asking me or Emilio?
You go for it, Jacob.
I would definitely say Dontavian Wicks. It was a bright highlight here. Jaden Reed, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Parts of, I guess, that'd probably be it. Yeah. Aaron Jones, but I don't want to highlight that. So
I don't blame you. You're like me, man. He doesn't exist now. Not until he comes back to the Packers Hall of Fame. The big thing that stood out to me from a negative standpoint was just Ja. Like, Ja's just – it seemed like every other running play, Ja's just kind of backpedaling, patty cake,
I'd say it's a 3-way tie for first between Ja, Razul, and Campbell, to be honest. All of them just look so lackluster. They didn't want to be there almost.
Yeah. And it's crazy, too, because honestly, I feel like the offense played worse than the defense did.
Right.
Saying a lot. Go ahead, Emilio.
I think quietly Romeo still had a great game.
Yes.
And dude's consistent, man. It just kind of in the shadows, just gets it done, and just shows up every game ready to work. Scored a touchdown and was just cool with it, right? Hey, we're still down 14 points. We got to go. Like, there's no time to celebrate. But on top of that, Vikings had it for 36 minutes to our 23, and we had 11 penalties. So I think we were still, working through those, those minor kinks, pass interference, things like that, where we just weren't having it. And we were, where was it? 5 for 14 on third downs. That also is a killer. So 36% to their 56%.
Yeah, ain't gonna get it done. Ain't gonna win many games like that. Let's go to the box score real quick. So Jordan Love is 24 of 41 for 229 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, a rating of 72.1. Jordan Love was the leading rusher in this game for the Packers.
Yes.
4 carries for 34 yards. Aaron Jones averaged 4 yards a carry, but he only got 7 carries. This is one of those games where I remember us specifically being like, what are we? Because you were still in the game in the first half. Like, why are we not running? A.J. Dillon had a rough day at the office, 6 carries, 11 yards, 1.8 a pop. Jaden Reed, I think you both said Jaden Reed. Jaden Reed, 4 catches, 83 yards on 6 targets. Great day there. A.J. Dillon, this is what I was talking about in the passing game. A.J. really impressed me last year. Had 5 targets, had 5 catches, 41 yards, average 8 yards a catch. Christian Watson, 3 catches for 33 yards. Dontavian Wicks, 2 catches for 28 yards. Romeo Dobbs, 4 catches for 18 yards and a touchdown. Move on to the defensive side of the ball. Devondre Campbell had 14 tackles, 1 quarterback hit. Quay Walker had 10 tackles, 1 pass deflection. TJ Slayton, 9 tackles, 2 tackles for a loss. Keyshawn Nixon had 2 passes defended. Preston Smith had 5 tackles, 2 sacks, 1 tackle for a loss, 1 pass deflection, and 4 quarterback hits. I think you got to give Preston Smith the game ball there, boys.
Yeah.
And he dropped into coverage a couple times, Clay.
Yeah.
He covered the number 1 receiver. That's right. Let's see what else we got. Rashawn Gary had a tackle for a loss, only 3 tackles. Kenny Clark, 3 tackles, 1 sack, 1 tackle for a loss, 2 quarterback hits. And that's pretty much sums it up. Lucas Van Ness had a pass deflection. Interceptions, obviously no interceptions for the Packers here. We've seen it all year long. Just couldn't take the ball away on a consistent basis. The pizza's ready. And on kick returns, Keyshawn Nixon had 3 for 62 yards, averaging 20.7 a pop. His long was 25. Punt return, only 1 for 6 yards. Anders Carlson was 1 for 1 on field goals. It was a 30-yard attempt, and he also was 1 for 1 on the extra point. Daniel Whelan, 4 punts for 207, averaged 51.8, a long of 59, nothing inside the 20, no touchbacks. So
it's still a game for Daniel Whelan there.
It's crazy. It's crazy because, like, it's obvious Anders Carlson, the wheels fell off in the second half of the season. I know we sound like a broken record. We're saying it every week, but he's played pretty well up to this point, hasn't he? I'm waiting for that game where we go, there it is, you know. But we're in week 8, you know. It's like him and Jordan, you know, were 2 ships passing in the night, right? Anders Carlson had a great first half. Jordan Love had a horrible one. And then they just switched.
Yeah. So. If you're a Vikings fan, too, you have to just imagine how this season must have just been utter insanity. Like, you start 3-4, whatever they were at this point. The announcer said that in week 8, that was their first rushing touchdown that they had against us. Then they go up big. They think they're going to win over the division rival, what they do. But then you lose your quarterback for the year, and then you don't have Justin Jefferson in this game. Like, if I was a Vikings fan, that would have been one of the most confusing wins I've ever had in my life, because you're like, like, and then the rest of the season obviously went on to be kind of a dud. And like Clayton said, I think that this team is going to sorely miss Kirk Cousins. I do think that people might be sleeping on Darnold a little bit. I've seen some clips of him throwing to Jonesy, which hurts me to my core. And I will say one more thing. I really do think that the Vikings, I hate to admit it, but they're going to use Aaron Jones way harder and way more consistently than we ever used Aaron Jones. They're going to use Aaron Jones like we wanted to use Aaron Jones for the last 7, 8, 9 years or whatever it is, because they're realizing we got this dude. We signed him to a pretty decent money for a smaller contract. We are going to get every single bang out of the buck, and Jones will be willing to do it.
Oh, Jacob, you know they took the grinder and started etching out their own treads in the tires because they're just trying to get every little bit out of that thing.
Oh, yeah.
I hope we just don't hit steel beads before the end of the season, man. Because I did see that. You saw that one catch Jonesy made. Ooh, touchdown. Ooh.
Yeah.
But, okay, so before we go, question. So I saw a video of the Chiefs special teams coach, I believe. They were talking about how Butker wasn't going to be maybe doing kickoffs. Maybe they were going to have like a safety kicking the ball off because, like he said, on 20 to 40% of the XFL kickoffs, like the kicker was involved in the tackle. So,
really?
yeah, so they were saying they were saying that they were going to get the safety there. He's like, as long as you can get it over the 20 and before the goal line, we're good. So maybe we just have like high school tryouts. Everyone gets a spot to kick. We need Brucey. We need Brucey to come in here and kick the ball. Go in there and kick the ball, Brucey. And we need you to just get it past the 20. That's it. But then, but for real, do you think that could be something? Bringing
that's wild, man. I didn't even think about that.
Because do you want Anders tackling them every third play or something?
Here's what you do. You call Pat McAfee. You say, hey, man, you come out of retirement. All you have to do is kick and tackle. It's basically what you do. I think it'll be good.
A 40-yard running head start on this guy.
Tackle and fuel.
I want TJ Slayton back there kicking. That's with the big boy back there.
Every time that I make a Madden team, I'll make my kicker like 5'4", 300 pounds, just because it's hilarious watching sumo up in there.
He's got a leg missile.
Yes, he does. Easy.
It's a family program. Ron Samble says defensive backfield just looked lost. They really did. I like what Eric says. I blame Joe Barry for not allowing the guys to tackle. So.
That's the way to do it.
Oh, man. Now, that's interesting. Bruce, I didn't even think about that, man. I didn't think about, would you not put a kicker back there? Because it's kind of a run play now. It really is.
Could you imagine just like you said, throw a safety back there? We got Home Depot kicking off or something. Like, that would be absolutely wild. Because why not? If you want to come hit somebody, why would you not want to be a safety? Hey, coach, teach me how to kick it. And I'm going in there because I just want to have to smoke somebody.
Yeah. Ladapo back there with a kicker shoe on, right?
Oh, here we go.
You think for his towel we could get him like a Home Depot mini apron?
Yes.
So that it's like not like a white towel, it's like a little orange.
Bright orange.
Oh my God, it'd be awesome, bro.
Little white square in the middle of it.
I hope he's healthy for camp, and I'm excited to see what Oladapo can do. If you guys and gals would help us out here, we've got 62 people watching here on Rumble. Hit that like button for us real quick. Help boost the algorithm a touch. Help other Packer fans find this channel and find this content. I had a lot of people reach out about Rumble. They're impressed with it, man. Many people they literally got on Rumble just because of us, which is kind of cool. And they're impressed with the interface. I have had no hiccups whatsoever on it, so it's pretty cool. And I know we got a herd of people watching here on Twitter as well. I think we got like 186 in here. So appreciate y'all making us a part of your evening for sure. We'll be back.
You see them hopping on Rumble, Clayton? We got people we got a little PTA posse building up on Rumble over there. You got the whale next to you. It's taking off.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh. I don't know what that means, but yeah.
It's important. All right. So I think it means they're a member, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah, they're so it's like just like PTA member on YouTube, but same idea on Rumble.
And shout out to our PTA posse over on Patreon. If you guys are interested in joining our Patreon community, there's a link in the description of the video, or just go to patreon.com. And it's patreon.com/PackerFan Total Access, one word. Just search PackerFan Total Access. And we got some cool stuff going on in there. I'm going to ask some questions, fire off some questions for the college football pod we're going to be doing this weekend. It's getting closer, man. We're going to blink an eye. It's going to be college football season kicking off. And again, we kind of cover the college. We're going to cover the college season from a Packer fan standpoint, essentially. So, talking about the top prospects, talking about the top programs, understanding the new playoff format, all that good stuff. It's going to be a fun year, man. We're going to have plenty of football to talk about here. And I do just want to give a shout out to Rumble. It's awesome, man, that they're not as just militant about stuff and try to look for a reason to punish people. It's pretty cool. So
opened up their arms and welcomed us, and dude, it's been growing, man. I love it.
Been awesome. What we're going to do is when we get back on YouTube here in a few days, whenever we want to do stuff like this where we're showing game tape and breaking stuff down, which it's been explained to me we're allowed to do, you just can't monetize it. Whoever owns the rights to it, they get the monetization, which we've never combated that at all. It's just YouTube being weird. What we'll do is when we go to break down game tape, we'll just make it exclusive to Rumble and Twitter, right? And just leave YouTube out of that. So we'll still include YouTube on some of the other broadcasts that we're not going to continue to get bombarded with emails and crap like that. So, yeah. I love it. Look at this. PTA College Game Day sponsored by the Home Depot.
That'd be wild.
You can do it. We can help. As I always say when I walk in there, you can do it. We can watch. That's usually how.
I swear.
But, all right, parting thoughts, guys. Anything else?
No, I think, Eric, I think that I'm going to be free for tomorrow night. So whatever you guys, if you want to, do we have a topic ready for tomorrow, or are we just kind of playing it by ear like we normally do? Shut up, Amelia. I'm trying to keep it together.
I know it, man. It's bad. Eric's so bad. Eric, I'm going to put you in timeout, bro. All I know is you better be at the draft, Eric. I can't wait to meet you, man. It's going to be a blast. It's going to be an absolute blast. So yeah, tomorrow we can move on to week 9. I want to muscle through this because I want to get to the good part of the season. You know,
right.
We're almost there. We're getting close. So yeah, we'll probably do week 9 tomorrow night. If there's news that drops, and again, I think what we say, yeah, tomorr's going to be OTA.
Yeah,
right?
I think there is OTAs. We just don't know if it's open or not.
Yeah, so if we do have OTA, these people, if we do have OTAs tomorrow, and we have people meeting with the media, all that good stuff. If we get any information out, we'll just hit pause on this series again, cover the OTAs, and then jump right back into it the following day. So that's what we'll do there. All right. So Emilio, you got anything?
Nope. Get me out of here before it gets out of hand.
All right. We appreciate everybody hanging out with us. For those of you listening on the pod, thank you for making us a part of your day. We will see you tomorrow night. As always, let's go out and be the change we want to see in the world. And go Pack Go.
The power sweep actually is the lead play in our offense. We ask our YN or a tight end to open up somewhere between 6 feet and 9 feet, get an isolation with the linebacker. Tell the tackle to take the defensive end if he's over him. If he's not, to drive down on the first man who is inside. If the YN has the linebacker taken out, he cuts inside. If the YN has the linebacker in, he comes all the way around. If you look at this play, what we're trying to get is a seal here and a seal here. Try to run this play in the alley.